small bass, a decent sunfish. Welcome to beautiful Diamond Lake, Washington. I'm on a bit of a mission today to catch some perch and crappies to make some fish tacos. Fishing pretty simply today with 2 spinning rods. Got a I have light action Shakespeare Ugly Stik with a little crappie jig on here, more specifically a Gitzit Hardtime minnow, 1.5 inch long, solid little jig, as well as medium light action spinning rod with a slip bobber set up down to a Trout Magnet. I'm only in 4 feet of water right now along the edge of some cabbage weeds, so I'll just kind of set my bobber stop here alongside the boat. So my jig's just a few inches above the bottom, so that should be deep enough here on that. And then I also have medium action spinning rod with me for bass later on. Everything I got with me, it's got braid for the main line, neither fluorcarbon or monofilament leader. So let's see if I can get into some fish. Diamond Lake, September 15th, middle of September. Water temp is 69 degrees, so fish should be pretty good. So bobber's going out. While the bobber sits, I will also cast out the Gitzit here. I'll probably just go right behind the boat. Oh shoot, bobber down. Swing and a miss. Fish is hooked up on the jigging rod here. Bobber's down the other rod, so I got myself a respectable pumpkin seed, it looks like. Little bobber is currently getting whacked, but I'll show off this pumpkin seed here real quick. We get one hooked. Come on, buddy. Respectable Diamond Lake seed. Pretty fish. This thing's got a fish on it. Looks like a little bass. Small largemouth bass. Took down a Trout Magnet. Luckily he did not swallow the hook, so yeah, there you go. 2 casts, 2 fish, just like that. That's Diamond Lake, baby. Fish on. I'm after perch today. Looks like I hooked into a perch. However, I don't really mess with them unless they're about 9 inches long, so I got a measuring board on board here. This guy is definitely not 9 inches, probably 6, 7, so lucky day for him. Ooh, look at that. Seed for the win, baby. Seed for the win. Pretty little fish. Adios, amigo. Fish on. Baby largemouth, looks like. Tiny guy. See you, buddy. There they are, the weeds. Name of the game is just kind of moseying around. Trying different weed edges, different depths. Point out this noteworthy pumpkin seed. Sweet. Well, day of fishing. I only got 3 keeper perch, a bunch of little bass, a bunch of little small perch, some tiny crappies, some big pumpkin seeds. I do live on this lake, and even I can get humbled by it. So, but you know what? At a starting point, I'm gonna come back out tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day and go from there. Found some bigger perch this morning in about 30 feet of water, so I'm just gonna drop down a jig head and a night crawler. Just do some vertical jigging here. Just gonna drop her straight down. Got my Garmin striker, marking a fish right now, pretty close to the bottom. And I can see my jig falling down. Like I said, I'm in 32 feet of water right now, and jig is just passing 20 feet. And a mark about 2 feet above the bottom here. I'm in the zone. Let's see it. Someone's following me up. There's a bite. Fish on. All right. Don't think it's huge. But hey, it's decent perch though. Decent perch. Heck yeah, that's what's down there. Let's get a quick measurement on him. Did catch him out at 32 feet of water, so the air bladder's starting to kind of come out a little bit. Wow, this is 9 3/4, just shy of 10 inches. Quicker than last night. There we go. Handsome little perch. There we go, another fish on. Perch. Oh yeah, that's keeper all day. That one's probably pushing 10 inches. Oh yeah, 10.5. Look at that guy. Whoops, chunky perchy. Perfect. So we are in 32.7 feet of water. There is a mark. There's actually a fish hanging out just right above the bottom. So I don't got much bait on this little jig, but I bet it'll bite. So I'm just gonna drop this little bit of bait down there. So now you start seeing my lure coming down. My lure's coming down right about 10 feet. Now I'm going about 20 feet. Okay, I'm close to the bottom now. And we should see something happen. I'm actually in the bottom of the mud right now. Fish on. So there's some weeds on the bottom. And so I was actually down in those weeds and I just felt a little tap. Sometimes the fish will come up off the bottom, and once again, it's a perch. You know, bigger than the ones I was catching last night, but I think this guy will release pretty good, so we'll release him. See you, buddy. That's 20 feet. Fish is coming up to look at it. Fish swam away from it. Fish on. Before I could even... This is a big fish, whatever this is. This is a big fish. Oh, it's a big sunfish. Check that out. 30 feet of water. Big old seedy. Good God, how big is that freaking thing? Let's measure it. Mouth closed. We got ourselves about an almost an 8.5 inch long sunfish. That is awesome. All right, light's not the best, but hey. Good, Sonny. See you, buddy. Look at that. Marking more fish down there on the bottom. group of something. And our sunfish buddy, there he is. He's going down in the chaos. So let's get back down there. You know, for 5 perch, that's not bad. Those will make some pretty good tacos here. Thank you for watching this video. My goal with these videos is to educate and entertain on all things fishing in the Pacific Northwest. I will leave links to the gear I used in the description below. This particular video I shot a couple months ago, hoping to capture a hot perch bite on Diamond Lake. The perch bite wasn't super hot, but I did find some quality sized perch. If you are an angler like myself, doesn't have anything fancy, perhaps a small boat, I highly recommend getting a Garmin Striker sonar. I got my Garmin Striker 4 a couple of years ago, and it's helped me immensely learning the bottoms of the lakes I like to fish and how fish interact with lures. I will be uploading more videos in the future showcasing some of the great fisheries we have here in the Pacific Northwest, and I'll leave you guys with one piece of advice. Get outside and keep moving.